Short video, and I'm going to share with you. If I told you that you could buy something for a couple dollars that could save your life, eventually it could save your life, would you buy it? That's a really stupid question, isn't it? Of course, if you knew that you could buy something for a couple dollars that could ultimately maybe someday save your life, of course you would buy it. It's no secret that my husband and I were very ill, and we've been very ill for over a week. I won't go into detail on our illness, but you can pretty much imagine what we've been going through. It seems like most everybody at one point in their life will be going through what we have gone through. It was the worst sickness we have ever both dealt with. So I'm going to get to the point. The point is, it's very important that we watch our lung function, not just for what's going on in the world right now and all of the sickness that people are getting, but for many other reasons. What I'm holding in my hand is an oxygen monitor, and it also monitors your pulse. Why can this save your life? Because it's very important that you watch your lung function, not just what's going on in the world today, but for other things that are happening with the health. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. This is not to exclude medical advice. This is just something that is great to have on hand. It can save your life. Now, how can it save your life? Well, when my husband and I were very sick, we were watching our lung function. When my husband and I were very sick, on day 5, our lung function went down to 95. Your lung function should be between 95 and 99. That's normal. Below 95, you need to start really being careful and watching it. So it got to 95. We knew what our oxygen level was, and we were able to exercise our lungs. How do you do that? Easy. So if our lung function was a little on the low side, what we would do is we would put the pulse meter on, we would watch our lungs, then we would take deep breaths and hold them and exhale. As we did that, our lung functioning changed. It became better. So not only was it 95, it went up to 97. We kept doing this, and we kept doing these exercises to help our lungs, to keep our lungs active. Our lungs are like a balloon. But maybe this is something you're not even concerned about. But there are other ailments that it's really important to have this. For women, women can have what's called a silent heart attack. And the first symptom is shortness of breath. Okay, shortness of breath. If you have anxiety disorders, you can have shortness of breath. Is it the same thing? No, not at all. So you put on your oxygen monitor. You find out, is your shortness of breath really your lungs and your heart? Or is it anxiety? You can tell within minutes. All right, when you're anxious, you feel a little tight in your chest. You know, you feel anxious. How do I know if that's something that's medically induced or if it's something that is more of a stress? Well, you look on your pulse meter. Wow, my oxygen's at 99%. Now I know that I am breathing, and I know it's not my lungs. It's anxiety. Having one of these can save your life, especially with what's going on in the world today. It can go from you feeling okay to you feeling in desperate need of help in a matter of hours. How will you know if you don't have one of these to show? So if you have one of these and your oxygen level is below 90, you got to go right away and see a doctor or do something, because that means you're in bad situation. One of these can save your life. Since we knew what our oxygen levels were, we were able to work on it and work our lungs and exercise our lungs. I believe this had a key role in helping us become better quicker, because we were able to see that we needed to exercise our lungs. It's trying times, the world that we're living today. You know, there's so much going on in this world. And it's very important that we be more proactive in our own health. The more we know about our body, and the more in tune we are with our body, and the more that we learn about things, the easier we're able to make proper, informative decisions on our life. Hey, it's a couple dollars, and it can make a world of a difference. Back when I had my surgery and I was so weak, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I kept saying in the emergency room, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. They would put one of these on me and they'd say, you're just fine. But I wasn't fine, I couldn't breathe. Until a head nurse told me. She said, that is just your body's way of telling you that you're really weak. So I realized when this happened again, because we were ill, that I can breathe. My oxygen level was good. That it's just my body going through a lot of weakness, and that's how it manifests with me. So I didn't have to have the worry or the anxiety because I knew that I could breathe. One of the biggest complaints people have when they have anxiety attacks is the tightness in their chest. That is anxiety. Anxiety is real. It feels real, but yet there's parts of it that aren't really real because you can breathe, you are breathing, you just don't feel it right. So when you stick one of these on your finger and it shows you that your oxygen level is good, it gives you a sense of peace in knowing, okay, my oxygen level is fine, this is anxiety, and I need to learn to take deep breaths and focus and just relax. Now my pulse is a little higher since I've had the illness, and unfortunately that is a side effect of it. My resting pulse runs about 100 instead of 70. And in time, that pulse will get better and better as my body gets stronger and stronger. But the older we get, it's so important, my friends, to take charge of your life and to do little things to help you out. Hindsight is 20/20. And so when we go through all of these new things like new sicknesses and new ailments, especially the older we get, it's important to do a lot of research and study. And knowledge can be your closest ally when it comes to your own physical and mental health. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And remember, it's not just me telling you that this is important. In fact, this is highly recommended by all doctors for anything, not just what's going on in today's world.